welcome to this yoga today. Make sure you have if you want a pillow, a bolster, a blanket, your blocks. Make sure you have everything that you need, and then we can get started. So let's start in Sukhasana. So you are seated with your legs crossed, your hands on your knees with your palms facing upwards. Your spine is lengthened, and if this is too much, if you feel too much in this position, you can use a folded blanket or the block or the pillow and put it underneath your glutes, so it sustains you and it's more easy to stay in this position. Anyway, let's sit here in Sukhasana, palms on your knees facing up, spine lengthened. Just close your eyes and breathe deeply. Just breathe here, breathe in and breathe out. Feel your breath flowing up and down, going up and down. And feel your breath arriving in your belly. Feel that you're breathing very deeply. And concentrate only on your breath. While you breathe deeply, think about your intention for today. And you may want to dedicate this practice to yourself or to someone you care about. Think about the person you want to dedicate this practice to. Make one last deep breath and breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Then breathe normally. Open your eyes, blink twice. And then breathe in, open your arms widely. Put your hands up in prayer in the sky, and then breathe out, go on your side. Put your left hand on the ground, bend your elbow a little bit. Make sure your glutes are on the mat. Breathe in and breathe out here. And breathe in, go up, and breathe out, open on the other side, on your right side, put your right arm on the mat. Breathe deeply here, make sure your glutes are on the mat, don't come up with your left glute, but keep it on the mat. And now let's flow with your breath. Breathe in, up, and breathe out, go down. Breathe in, up, and breathe out. Breathe in, up, and breathe out. One last time, breathe in, up, and breathe out. Breathe in, up. You can look ahead of you or you can look up. If you don't have problems on your neck, you can look up. Otherwise, if you feel strain in your neck or if you have problems on your neck, just look ahead of you. And then breathe out, cactus hands. Open up your chest. And again, breathe in, look up. And breathe out, cactus hands, open your chest. And go down. Now let's go with your hands above yourselves. And just let's go and do our cat-cows. Tabletop position. You have your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Your hands are shoulder distance apart and your knees are hip distance apart. Let's do our cat-cows here and breathe in, look up, go up with your hips. And breathe out, arch your back, look to your belly. And again, continue breathing, look up. Open up your chest and breathe out. Look to your belly. And again, continue like this, breathing in, breathing out, at your rhythm. You can close your eyes if you want, and just move your body with your breath. One last time, cat-cow. And turn back in a tabletop position. And now let's go with your left hand. Just go up with your left hand, open up. And then go down, bring your left arm under your right arm. And just go down, shoulder on the mat, head on the mat. Just stay here, breathe in and breathe out deeply. Make sure that your hips are going up. One last breath here. And make force with your right arm, turn back Turn back with your left arm up, and then turn back, put your left arm on the ground. Let's switch sides and go with your right arm. Go up, look up if you can, and then go down. Put your right arm under your left arm, shoulder on the ground, head on the ground, and just stay here, breathe deeply. One last breath here. And forcing your left arm, go up. Bring your right arm up. Look at it. And then go down. You can move, shake your body a little bit here. And then you go ahead with your arms. Left arm ahead, right arm ahead. And let's just do your puppy pose. Go with your chest on the ground. Open your chest. Your hips are up and they are on top of your knees. Stack your hips on top of your knees. Open up your chest. You can put your chin on the ground or forehead on the ground as you prefer. Breathe deeply here. One last breath in your puppy pose. And then bend your elbows, slide ahead with your body, and look ahead in your Sphinx position. Breathe in and breathe out here. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. One last breath here. And go down with your chest. Put your arms on the sides of your body. And then go slightly up with your chest, with your feet. Try to push with your hands backwards, and push also with your feet backwards. Try to elongate. Open up your chest. Look ahead of you. Breathe in, breathe out. And go down, relax. Let's go one last time. Go up with your chest slightly, with your legs slightly. Feel your body elongating. Push with your hands backside. Push with your legs backside. Feel your chest opening. And breathe out, relax. Put your hands under your shoulders. Push up, go up, return here in this tabletop position, and tuck your feet, and then slightly go up with your knees and stay here. Open up your fingers widely, your hand fingers, open them wide. And stay here, breathe in, breathe out. Strengthen your core and your legs. And another 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Go down with your knees. And from here, let's go in your first Adho Mukha Svanasana. So go up and you're in Adho Mukha. You are here. Try to push with your hips upwards towards the sky. You can bend slightly your knees if you want. It is not necessary that your legs are straightened. You can also keep your hips above the mat. They don't have to be on the mat, so you can keep your hips. You can keep your ankles a bit up. You can walk your dog here a little bit. So let's move a little bit our legs. And then let's stop again here in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Push with your hips towards the sky. If this is too much to ease this position, you can open your arms as wide as your mat. Remember to keep your fingers wide open. Or if this is too much for your wrists, you can make fists like this. Choose your position. You can use your fists. Another deep breath here. Go up with your heels, bend your knees, look ahead, and make tiny little steps and walk slowly in front of you. Stay a little bit here, and now let's do an Adho Uttanasana. Breathe in, look in front of you, and you can keep your hands on the ground, or you can put your hands on your shin as you prefer. And then go down, breathe out, and breathe in, bend your knees, and go up slowly, engage your core, and hands up in prayer in the sky, and breathe out, Tadasana. Stay a little bit here, breathe in and breathe out. And let's start with our sun salutations. Let's start with our sun salutation A. So breathe in, look up, hands in prayer in the sky. Breathe out, hinge forward, go down, forward fold. Adho Uttanasana. Breathe in, look forward. Lengthen your spine and breathe out. Now go back with your left foot. Frame your right foot with your arms. Stay a little bit here. Breathe in, breathe out, and then go with your right foot back and you're in plank position. Stay here in plank position, breathe in, breathe out. Let's do a variation and go down with your knees. This is a variation, an easy variation. You can use this. And then untuck your feet. Go down on the ground with a push-up. Your chest is on the ground. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Go again in your Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out here. Remember to just try to elongate your hips towards the sky. You can bend your knees if you want. Another deep breath here. Go up with your heels, bend your knees, look forward, and walk with your feet towards your hands, little steps. And here, Adho Uttanasana. Breathe in, look ahead, elongate your spine. Breathe out, go down, forward fold. Breathe in, engage your core, go up. Hands up in prayer to the sky. Breathe out, Tadasana. Again, breathe in, hands up in prayer in the sky. Breathe out, change forward. Go down. Adho Uttanasana, breathe in, look forward, elongate your spine. Breathe out, go down. This time your right foot goes backwards. Feel the position here. And then left foot goes backwards. You're here in plank position. Open wide your fingers. You can use the easy flow, so you can go down with your knees on the ground. Or otherwise, if you want, you can do the chaturanga. So bend your elbows, go down, upward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Hips go up towards the sky. Push with your chest towards your knees. Breathe deeply. One last breath here. Now you can choose if you want to walk like before, or if you want to jump. To jump, up with your heels, bend your knees, look forward, and jump with your feet towards your hands. Adho Uttanasana, breathe in, look forward, spine lengthens, and breathe out, forward fold. And then go up, engage your core, breathe in, hands up in prayer at the sky, and breathe out, Tadasana. One last time. Let's go. Let's speed up a little bit. So breathe in, look up at the sky, hinge forward, breathe out, go down. Adho Uttanasana, breathe in, look forward. Forward fold, breathe out. You can walk first with one leg and then the other, as we did before. Or you can jump in plank. To jump, bend your knees, hands down, look forward, jump in plank. Stay here in your plank, breathe in, breathe out. You can put your knees on the ground or go in your chaturanga as before. And breathe in, upward facing dog. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. And breathe out, downward facing dog. Deep breaths here. You can bend your knees if you want. Try to push with your chest towards your knees and push with your hips towards the sky. Elongate your spine. One last deep breath here. Heels up, bend your knees. You can walk or jump ahead. Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in, look ahead. Breathe out, go down. And go up, bend your knees, engage your core. Breathe in, hands up in prayer at the sky. And breathe out, Tadasana. Let's go with your sun salutation 2. Sun salutation B. Breathe in, go in your chair position. Pay attention, just go down, pay attention. You can see your toes here. If you cannot see your toes because you're leaning too far forward, just try to sit on your hips a little bit more. You have to see your toes. Breathe in here and then breathe out. Go down, forward fold. Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in, look forward. Lengthen your spine, breathe out, forward fold. You can jump or walk in plank as before. Choose your version, and you can do it with your knees on the ground or full chaturanga. And breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Breathe deeply here. Go slightly up with your left leg. Bend your left leg and bring your left leg in front of you. You can help yourself with your hand. Make sure your ankle is in line with your knee. And then bring down your heel, your back heel. Breathe in and go up in Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Your hips are squared to the front of your mat. So make sure you don't open your hips like this, but they are square to the front of the mat. If this is too much, you can shorten your stance, so choose your version. Breathe in here, then breathe out. Go down, return down. Heel up, backwards, and then go in plank again. Chaturanga, go down. And then breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. One last breath here. Let's do the other side. Go up with your right leg. Bend your right knee and bring your right leg in front of you. Make sure your ankle is in line with your knee. And then put your heel back, put it on the mat. Breathe in and then go up. Make sure you have balance. You have to square your hips with the front side of your mat. And then breathe out. Go down. Your back heel is up. Put your right leg back and go in plank position. Go in chaturanga from here. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. And breathe out, downward facing dog. Breathe deeply here. One last breath. You can walk or hop with your legs towards your arms. So heels up, bend your knees, walk or hop in front. Breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana, look in front of you, lengthen your spine, breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, go in your chair position. Again, look at your toes, you have to see your toes, if not, sit a little bit more. And breathe out. Tadasana. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And breathe in, look upwards, hands up in prayer in the sky. Breathe out, hinge forward, lengthen your spine, go down. Ardha Uttanasana, breathe in, look forwards. And breathe out, go down. You can hop, you can jump or walk, first one leg and then the other in plank position. Go back, Chaturanga, go down, push up, then breathe in, upward facing dog, breathe out, downward facing dog. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Let's make 3 deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth. So 1, 2, and 3. Return to a normal breath. Push with your hips toward the sky. Go up with your left leg. Then bend your left leg and bring it in front of you. Make sure, as usual, that your left ankle is in line with your left knee. And then rotate your back leg. Put it parallel to the short edge of the mat. And from here, make sure you're in balance, engage your core, and go up. You're in Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Look in front of you, look at your front, at your left hand. Stay here, breathe in, breathe out. And let's go to your reverse warrior. Go back, feel that you're strengthening, you're lengthening. And then return again, Virabhadrasana 2. Bend your left arm, put it on your left knee, and let's go to your extended side angle. You can look up towards the sky, or if you have problems on your neck, you can just look in front of you. Choose your version. Breathe in and breathe out here. One last breath. Go up again in your reverse warrior. And return in Virabhadrasana 2. Extend your left leg. Move forward, hinge forward, and then let's go to your triangle pose. You can put your hand on your shin, on your ankle, on your mat, or if you want, you can also use a block. And you're in your triangle pose here. You can look in front of you, or if you don't have problems with your neck, you can look up towards the sky. One last breath here. Bend your left knee and go back to your reverse warrior. And exhale back to your Virabhadrasana 2. Let's go in your peaceful warrior. Go and interlace your fingers backwards. Open up your chest. Broad open your chest. And then hinge forward. Go forward towards your left leg. Peaceful warrior. Breathe in and breathe out here. One last breath here. And then come up again. Let your hands return to your Virabhadrasana 2. And then move ahead and come backwards. Your backwards heel is up. And then you go back with your left leg. And you are in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe in and breathe out here. Try to elongate your spine. Push with your chest towards your knees. You can bend your knees if you want. 3 deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. 1, 2, and 3. Breathe normally. And let's do everything on the other side. So go up with your right leg. Bend your right leg and bring it in front of you. Make sure your right ankle is in line with your right knee. And then rotate your back foot. Put it parallel to the short edge of the mat. Engage your core and go up in your Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2. Look in front of you. Look towards your right arm. Bend your knee. Your right knee. Let's go to your reverse warrior. So lean back. Breathe in and breathe out. And then go ahead, bend your right arm. Put your right arm above your right knee. And let's go to your extended side angle. You can look in front of you, or you can look up towards the sky. Choose your version. Breathe here. One last breath. And go again in your reverse warrior. And return to your warrior 2. And then lengthen your right knee. Hinge forward, lean forward, and then go down in your triangle pose. You can put your hands on your shin, on your ankle, or on the ground, on a block, as you wish. as you prefer. Choose your version. You can look in front of you or you can look up. Choose your version. Breathe deeply here. One last breath. Bend your right knee. Go up, engage your core. Go in your reverse warrior. And then return in your Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Let's go in your peaceful warrior. So go with your hands back, interlace your fingers back, open your chest, broad open, and then go down, hinge forwards, and go towards your right leg. Breathe in and breathe out here. One last breath. And then come up. Let your fingers go. Go in your Virabhadrasana 2. Round your arms. Go down. Return down. Go up with your heel on your backwards leg. And then return with your right leg back in your Adho Mukha Svanasana. And try to elongate your spine here. Breathe deeply. Let's do 3 breaths. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. 1, 2, 3. Breathe normally. Try to push with your hips up towards the sky. Push with your chest towards your knees. Heels up, bend your knees, and go down with your knees. Untuck your feet here and go and sit on your feet. Push with your hands in front of you and put your head on the ground, on the mat. Try to elongate your arms in front of you. Feel that you are elongating your arms and your spine. And breathe deeply here. One last breath here. And then round your back. Come up again. Cross your legs behind you and go and sit back. And let's go and sit down here. Bend your left knee. Put down your knee and open it sideways. And then breathe in and hinge forwards. Make the movement come from your hips and go down between your knees. If you cannot arrive till here, you can just go in front of you like this. Try to have your spine elongated. Don't round your back. Don't absolutely round your back, but elongate your spine. If you cannot arrive here, you can put yourself here. Where do you arrive? With your hands. Breathe deeply here. One last breath. And then come up, engage your core a little bit. Come up. And then put your knee up again. And let's go into a twist. Put your left hand behind you. And just embrace with your right hand your left knee. You can look in front of you or you can look back if you can. Choose your version. Feel this twist. Breathe in and breathe out. One last breath here. Look in front of you. Breathe in and come to the center. Let's switch sides. So let's bend your right knee. Go with your knee down, put your knee down. Breathe in. And hinge forwards. Make the movement come from your hips and then go in the middle of your knees. Breathe in and breathe out here. One last breath. And then slowly come up. Come up with your knee again. Put your right hand back. Breathe in. Left hand. Embrace your right knee. Do this twist, look in front of you, or if you can, look backwards. Breathe deeply here. One last breath. Look at the center. Breathe in and come at the center. Okay. Let's go in our Paschimottanasana. Legs in front. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hinge forward. Let the movement come from your hips. And go with your hands on your legs, on your shin. You can grab your ankles, or you can do your. You can also cross your fingers as you wish, where you arrive. Try not to arch your back, not to round your back. Try to lengthen your spine. Breathe in and breathe out deeply. Let's try to breathe in, counting till 4, and breathe out, counting till 6. So in 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So breathe in, count till 4, breathe out, count till 6, and stay here, count in your mind. Breathe deeply here. Continue counting. Go on one last breath. 4 counts for breathing in, 6 counts for breathing out. When you have finished, return to a normal breath. Really, really slowly come up. Slowly come up. You can make some circles with your shoulders. Breathe in and breathe out. And then bend your knees. And let's go down. Go with your knees at your chest. Embrace your knees. And here you can go left and right and massage your back. Your chin is slightly towards your chest. Don't look backwards, but push with your chin towards your chest. Relax your back. And then release your knees. Put your feet up towards the sky. With your hands, put your arms inside, through the inside of your legs, and then try to grab your feet on the outside, your outer edge of your feet. If you cannot manage to right here, you can just put your hands here on your shin if it's too difficult. Otherwise, just grab your feet and stay here in the baby pose. Try to push with your hands. Push your feet and feel the opening of your hips. You can see here, relax. If you want, you can move side to side. And relax in this baby pose. squeeze your feet. Let's go of them. And then go in Shavasana, which is our final pose, our relaxation pose. So just lie down on the floor. Your arms are relaxed. Your legs are relaxed. Abandon all your body on the floor. If you want and if you need, you can use a blanket and you can cover yourself. Put your blankets on yourself. And then just lie here in Shavasana, your final relaxation pose. We'll guide you your meditation and lie down in Shavasana. Abandon your body on the floor and breathe deeply. Pay attention to your breath. Feel that you're breathing deeply. Feel that as you breathe in, your belly goes up, and as you breathe out, your belly goes down. Feel your breath going deep down to your belly. Continue to breathe deeply. As you continue breathing deeply, draw your attention to your head. That's lying on the mat. Draw your attention to your face. Draw your attention to your neck. Go down, feel your shoulders. Go down, feel your arms, your hands. And draw your attention to your spine, your back, your lower back. Go down and draw your attention to your glutes. Feel your legs, your feet, Continue to breathe deeply. And as you were paying attention to your body, you must have felt one part of your body that was more in distress, where there was a little bit of tension, maybe some pain. Draw your attention to that part of your body. Continue to breathe deeply and imagine a sun, a big yellow sun with its yellow rays on this part of your body. And imagine that this sun is hitting this part. You can feel this sun's heat. You can feel this yellow heating sun. And you can feel that as you continue breathing deeply, thanks to this sun, this part is more relaxed. And you can feel that thanks to this sun, this part is relaxing even more. And as you breathe deeply, this sun is becoming more and more bigger. And it starts to englobe all your body. And you have this big yellow heating sun all around you. And it relaxes you even more. And you feel that the rays of this sun and that the heat of this sun is relaxing more and more for your body. And as you continue breathing deeply, your body is entirely and completely relaxed. You feel your body completely relaxed and in harmony. And now, as you breathe deeply, the sun begins to retract itself and it becomes smaller and smaller, and it returns at its original point. While you keep this feeling of relaxation in your body, continue to breathe deeply. You feel your body completely relaxed. And now make one last deep breath, breathing through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Let it all go. You slowly begin to pay attention to your body lying on your mat. You start moving slowly your hands, moving your feet. You can stretch if you want. You can bring your hands open wide laterally. Stretch your body as much as you want. And now breathing, bend your knees. And maintaining your eyes closed, come on a lateral position. Lie laterally on your right side. And maintaining your eyes closed, return in your Sukhasana position, sitting with your legs crossed, your hands, palms facing up on your knees. And open your arms widely open. Breathe in, feel the energy in your hands. Take your arms up in the sky. Elongate your arms up in the sky. Palms in prayer at the sky. Exhale, palms in prayer at heart. Breathe here. Slightly bend your heads. Put your thumbs at your third eye in the middle of your eyebrows. And Namaste. Thank yourself for this practice that you dedicated to yourself or to the person you care about.